Every morning, millions of people across the country refill their bird feeders, toss out fruit scraps, or scatter leftover food across their lawn, genuinely believing they are doing something kind for local wildlife. And honestly, the intention could not be more wholesome. Watching cardinals, blue jays, chickadees, and finches gather just a few feet from your window is one of the most peaceful experiences nature has to offer. But here is something most backyard bird lovers never hear. Wildlife rehabilitators and avian veterinarians regularly see birds with serious, preventable health problems, and many of those problems trace directly back to meaning people feeding the wrong foods. The birds do not always show obvious signs of illness. In many cases, they simply grow weaker over time, stop returning to the feeder, and quietly disappear from your yard. Today, we are walking through 5 common foods that experts recommend keeping away from backyard birds, not to make you feel guilty, but because knowing this information can genuinely help the birds you care about live longer and healthier lives. A few small changes to how you feed them can make a real difference across an entire season. Some of these foods will surprise you, and the last one catches almost everyone completely off guard. The first food is bread, and it is easily the most common mistake backyard bird lovers make. Tossing out stale sandwich crusts or old hamburger buns feels practical rather than wasteful, and birds eat it eagerly every time. The real problem is not what bread contains, it is what bread replaces in a bird's diet. Wild birds need protein, healthy fats, calcium, and natural minerals to maintain strong feathers, healthy organs, and enough energy to survive each season. Bread delivers almost none of that nutrition. It fills a bird's stomach quickly, making them feel satisfied while their actual nutritional needs quietly go unmet. Over time, birds that regularly depend on bread can develop weak feathers, low energy, and poor balance. In young waterfowl, consistent malnutrition can contribute to a condition called angel wing, where wings develop abnormally and twist outward, making proper flight very difficult. Bread also gets damp outdoors quickly, and mold can grow within hours in warm weather, potentially irritating a bird's respiratory system over time. The second food is avocado. It sounds surprising because avocados are considered very healthy for humans, but they contain a natural compound called persin that many bird species cannot safely process. Persin is found in the flesh, skin, leaves, and pit of the avocado plant. In sensitive birds, exposure can trigger breathing difficulty, weakness, loss of coordination, and serious stress on the heart. Because reactions vary between species, wildlife experts recommend avoiding avocado entirely and offering safer alternatives like chopped grapes, berries, or small apple slices instead. The third food is apple seeds and fruit pits, and this one surprises people because the fruit itself is usually fine. The flesh of apples, peaches, cherries, and plums is generally safe for many wild bird species. The danger is concentrated specifically inside the seeds and pits, which contain compounds that can release cyanide-related chemicals during digestion. For humans, a very large amount would be needed to cause any real harm. But birds are extremely small, and even modest exposure can place genuine stress on their system. Larger quantities of crushed apple seeds or broken fruit pits may cause weakness, disorientation, and neurological symptoms in smaller birds. The fix is simple. Just remove seeds and pits before placing any fruit outside, and that one small habit makes a meaningful difference every time. The fourth food is chocolate, and while most people would never offer it directly to birds, they encounter it constantly through discarded cookies, muffins, candy bars, and baked goods left outdoors after gatherings. Chocolate contains 2 compounds, theobromine and caffeine, that birds process very differently than humans. A bird's heart already beats at an extremely fast rate under normal conditions, and when stimulants enter that small system, the effects can escalate quickly. Birds exposed to chocolate may experience tremors, digestive distress, disorientation, and dangerous increases in heart rate. Dark chocolate carries the highest concentration of both compounds and is considered especially risky, even in very small amounts for smaller bird species. The fifth food is salted snack foods, and this is the one that genuinely catches most people off guard. Plain raw peanuts and unsalted sunflower seeds are actually excellent choices for many wild birds, genuinely nutritious and widely recommended by experts. But the moment heavy salt is added, the situation changes completely. Birds have very small kidneys that are simply not designed to process concentrated sodium levels. In the wild, they naturally consume only tiny trace amounts of salt through their normal diet. Heavily salted chips, crackers, flavored peanuts, and seasoned trail mixes can overwhelm their system quickly, leading to dehydration, kidney stress, weakness, and confusion. During winter months, the risk becomes even greater. Birds are already burning enormous energy just to stay warm, and when clean water sources are limited, dehydration can set in far faster than most people would expect. Always choose plain, unsalted versions of seeds and nuts when stocking your feeder through the colder months. The encouraging part about all of this is that none of it requires major effort to change. Backyard birds are incredibly loyal once they find a safe and reliable food source, often returning to the same yard every single day for years. The food you consistently provide genuinely shapes the long-term health of the birds living around your home. If this video helped you, subscribe for more backyard wildlife content and drop a comment below. Which of these 5 foods surprised you the most?